Alrighty. And we don't have too much value, so we're gonna go down to Cheetah, and then we're gonna put together this squall and take a look at it and go ooh and ah, stuff like that.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. Play some other music. Galante loves their drones. Black Eagles helped create drones in Eve. Who's this? I wrote it. It's the story of drone creation in Eve. What'd you miss? You just reactivated Mega? Well, welcome back. It's hard to say what you missed, because it's so much.
Tools, their comrades, true in the vastness of space they grew.
That's a pretty good song. My music's available at, exclamation point music. Get you links to it. And let's see here. Welcome back, Rogue Drunken Lannister. If you were just doing stuff solo pretty much, why don't you check out, there's 2 areas here, the AIR career program and the opportunities. It'll give you a lot of ideas of stuff to try, and start finding, where you want to fit in again. So AI in the game. I don't know if I want AI in the game. I'm actually recording a podcast next week where I'm a guest, where we're going to talk about that a bit. How about Caldari's secession from Galante? Another good song. The story of their secession.
Warp drive active.
What's your favorite song? It's a good one.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Old Dread just followed.
Old Dread, thank you for the follow.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Doldildrimar just followed.
Dol Del Dramar, thank you as well.
In the chaos of war they fight. The battle of Caldari, prime and turning fight. In the crucible of war, heroes abide. Through smoke and fire the lines were drawn. Echoes of battle from dusk till dawn. Admiral Tobaltoba's bold command on Caldari prime where the conflict spawned. Galantes resolve their forces strong. On Caldari prime Galante no longer belong. Luminara's legacy bathed in blood. Caldari's independence now is understood. Luminaires fire burning bright in the heat of battle. Who is right? Burning up our luminaire lights the sky. A flash of titans in the battle cry. In the heart of the storm where empires fall. Battle echoes a hunting call.
Oh yeah, there's no dailies anymore.
As the dust settles and the smoke clears, Luminaire's memory a tale of fears. Caldari has won, they are now on their own. Independence at the cost of standing alone.
Yeah, that's another good song. I like the sound you know, of combining Mongolian throat singing with other stuff. Like I have one that's combined with reggae, believe it or not. That one is combined with electro.
Welcome to the Dragons.
And
Starwind Corp just followed.
then I have another one that's got French house is what it's combined with. So Starwind Corp, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, all these songs are about Eve. I'll play a little more in a little bit. It's good while flying, you know. I need to write some more country trucking songs. I've really only got one that's a true trucking song. And I feel like I need more. I don't know. What country artists do you like the feel of? Those of you who listen to country. See, I'm not somebody who listens to a lot of country. You know, I know a few country artists, but it's not my go-to. I don't go driving down the road listening to country music, but I think country is a perfect medium for telling a story about space trucking. Anything new in this expansion for new players? I think that Nick Paw hit the nail on the head that everything is new. And welcome to the game. All right. We are getting scanned there. So, what have we got happening up here? All right. Yeah, we got another guy that I have flagged here showing up. He's a scout that's following. I mean, the value of what I've got is not very high. It's 260 million. But I got a squall in the cargo hold, and they could be interested in messing with that. Anyway, I'm going to dock up for just a minute. And so as far as new player or whatnot, there is so much stuff in here to do that you're never going to run out of things to do. And what you should start with first is really do the new player experience. And then maybe go through AIR and the daily goals and start trying out different things and find what you like. And then start looking to join a good corp. So I know it's not valued properly yet in the game, but them seeing it in the inventory, they might be like, oh, we need to get a squall kill or squall kill in or something like that just because it's new. That's all I'm thinking. So we're gonna let the gate cool down for just a minute, so that they don't have. Because basically, if they radioed ahead, so to say, saying, "Okay, Impel's coming through, got this. He's our target," then they're sitting hot at the gate right now, and I'm denying them their content. We'll just wait a minute, and they will move on to another target. They will. They will move on to another target. Unless they watch my stream, well, then you're about to see me get ganked.
Warp drive active.
I shouldn't hit the propulsion whenever I'm coming out of a station. I know better than that. Yeah, that is a very interesting looking planet, isn't it? I was thinking that myself. I've never seen one that looks like that before. It's very green. I've never seen one that looks like that before. Planet textures were updated too? Oh. Well then. How about that? All right, what do we got at the gate here? We got not enough to take out a dragon.
Warp drive active.
And we're doing an insta-dock. We are good to go. You think you heard that PI was updated? Yeah. So I am going to do some PI stuff, but not in the way that it was intended. That's coming up. Maybe in a few weeks. I have a different way of doing PI. This sounds crazy, but I'm doing it in a little bit different way that maybe some of you have thought of, but it would be very unconventional in the traditional sense of how PI is done.
Warp drive active.
What the fuck? What do you mean establishing warp drive? What happened to... Oh. I'm in the wrong station.
Docking permission requested.
Yeah,
Docking request accepted.
I just accidentally went to the wrong station. I was supposed to go to a different station, and I forgot. And I warped to here. I'm lucky I didn't get killed. Should we take something out interesting to go get this other book? Here's an echelon. You don't see these very often. And I don't think it'll qualify for Skinner. Do the new haulers have any advantages? Guns. There we go. All clean. Wow, that really changed the color of it. Rockets, actually, I know. I just wanted to say guns, though.
Warp drive active.
Bit on this. You don't have the ability to put a probe launcher on it, which I really wish it did, because you've got this, you know, this data analyzer. Why are we not docking? Dock before I get shot.
Docking request accepted.
Come on, turkey. What the hell? I'm showing off one of my ships and got all these hostilities around me, and All right, we are going to put this in. Inject the skill. There we go. Okay. Now, I mean, not that this is a super expensive ship. It's just kind of a rare ship. It's not super expensive though. All right, Upwell Freighter. All right, there we go. We got Upwell Freighter all in there, ready to be learned. Okay, now we can head back and then we're gonna start looking at doing a fit.
Warp drive active.
Are you gonna dock? Why doesn't this thing like to dock?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Am I not hitting the dock button? I'm hitting D on the station. Maybe it's just me. Right. So, let's take a look at the ship now. First look at the Squall. And this is just the cheap one. Oh, here's the new thing for give the ship name. Squall. I think of seagulls when I think of Squall, because like you see a squall line coming in from the coast and all the seagulls fly by you first. I don't know why. Ah, sexy new ship. All right. So now, what does it look like here? 4.5 AU, 10 seconds to get to warp, and 6,600 EHP to start. Looks like a RAM chip or an SSD. Yeah, so the new SOB structures, they look like a video card, now that you mentioned that. This looks a lot better, but I really was just, it really looks like a video card on the new SOB structures. I have a hard time unseeing it. So okay, so this is just a T1 cruiser. And what am I going to do in it? What do I do in T1, or not T1 cruiser, but T1 hauler? So what do I do in T1 haulers? Typically, I do AFK missions. Hauling missions. Now, it looks like the cargo hold on this is 3,000. Is that enough to do like level 3 missions? I don't think there's anything bigger than that in level 3 missions, hauling missions. Now you can't unsee the video card thing. You are welcome, Squiz. I tell you, it does. It looks like a frickin' video card. Level 4 is 8K. Well, now wait a second. Are there hauling missions that are level 4? I don't think there are. Let me look. Agents and missions. And then mission agents. Distribution agents. All right, so not in high sec, there's not. In high sec, there's not. You think 4,300? Yeah, I know there are distribution missions that are level 4, but they're low sec. And so I'm really, talking more about, I'm talking about being casual, eating popcorn, watching TV while I'm flying station to station. That is not in low sec. So, yeah. Moment taking care of a customer. Store is pretty busy today. That Equinox pack, it's cheap. And so a lot of people are buying them. Right. So if I were to be doing those kind of missions, then I could take a couple of cargo expanders with me. And so let's see here. We're going to simulate and then hardware. Expanded cargo hold. What's that put me up to? 38. So 48. That would be the most that we would need. 33 play. Oh yeah. 33,500 players on right now. That's pretty awesome for a Tuesday. All right, this is not going to be what I actually put in the fit. This is just what I am putting here for in its hold. We're going to put 2 of those in there, so that they're available if I need it. Because that's what I'm going to do with this ship. I'm going to fly missions. I'm gonna fly missions with it. So it has only 5,800 EHP. So the question is, do I speed tank it or do I EHP tank it? I think that the answer here is speed tank. And now,
It's a raid! It's a raid! Welcome to the Dragons. I hope you're here to stay. Welcome to the Dragons, where you see how Eve is well played.
yep, recording
Now
it.
prepare to get flamed!
We're going to the hoedown.
Dragons.
Welcome, everybody.
Red 1291 Sitch just followed.
Welcome to the Dragons.
I completely
Just
forgot
followed.
about that. I kid you not, there are 19 different little 30-second songs to welcome raiders in, and I forgot that I had a
Welcome to the
hoedown
Dragons.
song in there.
Just followed.
So, yeah. Okay. Toxic Yakin, Scalar, and Red, thank you for the follows. And Unane, thank you for the raid. All right. So, anyway, that one surprised me. I've got so many different songs that I did, just little 30-second songs I did for the raid stuff, that it'll take a long time for us to actually hear them all. And I actually forgot about that one. Yeah. So completely forgot about it. All right. So for those of you joining, what we're doing is we've got a squall here named Seagull. And we are just starting to look at fitting it and talking about what kind of fit we're going to do. I know that probably the main thing that people are looking at on this is that it is it has the ability to have the missiles on it. But this thing is too thin. It's like going out in combat against gankers with a frigate. And there are multiple of the gankers. It's going to be a really tough fight. And so I'm trying to figure out here, what is the point of having any damage on here at all? It might be better served to have a cloak and maybe a nullifier, although so you're suggesting I put in auto targeting? Well, maybe. I'm training up auto targeting right now too, but this doesn't have the bonus to auto targeting. So I've got auto targeting 4 now, but this does not have any bonus to auto targeting. It is the avalanche that does, I am pretty sure. So upwell hauler bonuses, 20% bonus to missile damage, 10% bonus to ship infrastructure hold capacity. So I'm not going to use this for PI. 90% reduction in effectiveness distance travel for jump fatigue. Can fit an orbital skyhook reagent silos bypassing the normal ship restrictions. Or can link
Welcome
into.
to the Dragons.
Muffin Asylum just followed.
Do you come from a muffin prison? Muffin asylum? I just wonder. I wonder what that looks like. What does a muffin asylum look like? All of a sudden, I want to know. I know the Muffin Man. Yeah, let's see here. Please create me an image of a Muffin Asylum. It's creating the image for me. We'll see here. We'll see what a Muffin Asylum looks like. Oh my God. This is our Muffin Asylum, folks. That is our Muffin Asylum. So, there we have it. Lock you in there? You'll be so fat you'll never get back out. That looks right.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Crewmick just followed.
Rumick. Welcome. Come here, Shimu. Come here. Come here. Come here. Now, I need your assistance with something. I need you to help me with this ship here. How are we going to use it? What does using it look like? Can you look at everybody over here? There is, oh, he sees himself in the camera. Yeah, so this here is a Shimu. He is a 1 brain cell orange cat. Very lovable. Single brain cell. Hello from Gibraltar. Yes, and Spain. Welcome. Do you have a web bonus? Maybe. I know he has Newt bonus. I have 2 cats, both named after Eve ships. The other one's Roke. She might be, yep, she's asleep over here on the table. All right. So I am really trying to think of how I wanted to build one because it sounded cool. I actually think that this is not the ship I want. This is not the ship I am looking for. I really think that what I want is the blockade runner and the deep space transport, which put some missiles on it and tank drive it through null. The problem is that it is so thin. It is so thin on its tank. It's a Tech 1 hauler. It's not meant to be used. It's for anything expensive. You know, and we may, you know, look at it and say, but it can do missiles. I don't know. You managed to fit one with 80k EHP? Yeah. You assumed I go straight for the Avalanche? Well, sure. Except you can't get them yet. It's going to take people, even with bonuses and stuff, at least like 8 days to build them. Yeah, the Torrent and Deluge would be better suited. I would use them all the time. I very, very rarely use a T1 hauler unless I'm just hauling crap, and I don't even ever fit them right. And that's why I kind of have a little bit of a mental block here, because I fly them as disposable. And this thing having the ability to have missiles is not a disposable stance. Because who cares if you peel off their shields while they kill you? You know? Do people actually put missiles and turrets on a Badger? You know, so it's like the Nurses. And so, okay, this could equate to like the Nurses. We could hull tank it. And in a one-on-one PvP fight, maybe do okay. On a gank level, not okay. But I wonder if we could put in hull tank it. God, this just sounds so crazy. So what are they called? I mean, we don't hardly ever use them. Hull and armor. Hull repairers. I'm assuming it would be... Can we fit something like this in? Yeah, I know bulkheads, but I'm actually thinking of hull repping. Oh my God. It's way too slow. This is why nobody ever does it. So it's 60 HP, 60 HP per 18 seconds. The fact that I can put 4 of them in here, and so it's 240 HP per 18 seconds. Oh my God, what a bad idea. That is such a bad idea. Incredibly bad idea. It's kind of funny though. But, I mean, that's like... That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. And it takes so long. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use hull reppers seriously. And this is why I wanted to look at it. Because it's a new ship, and I'm like, what if? Now, this is a missed opportunity. Nobody hull reps. Why didn't they give this a bonus to hull repping? I mean, seriously. Now, everybody'd probably groan and be like, you know, whatever. But in like per 18 seconds, what if we made it twice as fast and made it 240 per 9 seconds? That's still probably not enough. Are there rigs that can buff your hull repping so that it can actually make sense? The hull here, by the way, is only 1250. This is primarily a shield chip. But are there hull rigs? I mean, let's just go down this path just a little bit further. There's armor. Shield, targeting, I don't see any whole rigs. Sometimes they put whole stuff under armor and armor stuff under hull. That's why I'm looking here. So this reduces the cycle of armor repair. I don't think it'll do anything for this though. Let me look. It does. It says armor, but it affects hull as well. Okay. So that is medium nanobot accelerator. I don't think it's going to be able to look at that. We nearly doubled it. We nearly doubled it. So say nano pump rig. What is an auxiliary nano pump? %, bonus on that. Oh, so one decreases the time, the other one increases the cycle. Okay, so if we take out one of these and then we put in auxiliary nano pump, we're still only 6. This one doesn't affect the arm or the hull. Not like the other one does. It doesn't seem to affect the hull. It probably only does armor. And see, that's kind of the crazy thing about this is that you look at these and you go, okay, so this says armor, but it affects hull. So that is 240 HP per 9 seconds. Per 10 seconds. Big Tank, yes, you can watch this. So there'll be a Twitch VOD for a few days. Then also these go up on my YouTube. So you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Speaking of subscribing to the YouTube channel, we're almost at we're at 73,957 subs there. And when we hit 74,000, there's a giveaway that happens, and I believe it's a giveaway that's worth about $50. So maybe that'll happen this week. The whole hole repping idea is probably
just followed.
It is probably a really bad idea.
Dragons.
L_Geo just followed.
LGO and Arash Kidano, thank you for the follows. It's probably a really bad idea. And we're up to 87 million on the cost of this because these rigs are
Welcome
expensive.
to the Dragons.
Thy cyber hobo just followed.
Cyber Hobo, thank you for following. Welcome. And it'll only go for a minute and a half. Two minutes. Okay, what if we overheat them? Which I guess we would, right? Oh, come on. Overheated, it brings it down to 8.3. So that's interesting. So overheating it went from 9.8 seconds on the rep to 8.3. That's not a huge difference. Put a damage control in and see how that... Oh, yes, okay, good. Right. That didn't give us any more hull. It just gives you, so it just gives you resistances. Okay, so that only brought us up to 1953 HP, 10,000 DHP in total. You can't fit transverse bulkheads now?
You, sir, rock.
The _AI _engineer just subscribed.
So that just gives a bonus in hit points. And what I was trying to get at was a volume of hull repping. I know it sounds really dumb.
You, sir,
It's a really bad
rock.
idea.
Darkest Demon just subscribed.
So AI Engineer, thank you so much for subbing. Brand new sub. 1,000 gold to everybody here in your honor. And then Darkest Demon as well, a brand new sub. Another 1,000 gold to everybody. Thank you, thank you. Hull repping this thing is just a seriously bad idea. To think that we're gonna, and my power grid, it depletes now in 1 minute, and that's not from. It doesn't use more power whenever it overheats. No, it's 1.5 minutes. Yeah, it actually does. Really? When you overheat, it uses more power? I actually didn't know that. Is that true? It is. Well, how about that? I had no idea that when you overheat something, it uses more of your capacitor. I never knew that. Huh.
Welcome to the Dragons.
That's very
TB
interesting.
Book just followed.
I know hull repping is a bad idea, but we've got a brand new ship here, and it had to be explored. Had to be. It uses more because the cycle time is shorter. Oh, okay. So it's still got the same amount per cycle time, but the cycle time is shorter, and so that way it uses more. Got it. Got it. So it's a side effect. It's not a that I overheat this and So it's not a given on everything. Bad ideas can be fun. Yeah. Here's if it'll hold routing loot in the infrastructure hold. No, it won't. It won't. It'll only do what they call reagents, which is also PI. So reagents is kind of a new term that I've seen them using. And it's got a nice big hold for it. It's got 49,500. I don't have the full skills yet, so it'll go up even higher. Yeah, there is no viable whole repping stuff. And so if you're going to whole rep with something, it's because you need to stay in space and you need to repair your hull. And you don't have any help. But you are giving up very, very valuable mid spots to do it. Now I can see a remote rep hull. I've fitted those before for drones, where I fit armor and hull, and then when I'm repping drones, but only when I have extra free slots. If I don't have those extra free slots, then there's no sense in it. So I can't find any viable use for this yet, for the ship. I'm trying to think of in what scenario is this the right tool for the job? Because like when you, let me give an example here, is that when you are out shooting drones and you want the best ship at shooting drones in drone lands, it's a Paladin.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Darkest Demon just followed.
The Teesborg and Darkest Demon, thank you for the follows. The Paladin is the right type, right damage type, and just melts the stuff. In other areas where kinetic is the primary and thermal is secondary, you would use something like the Chronos or whatever. Raiding skyhooks, that's it. There you go. You're actually right. You are actually right. This is for raiding skyhooks. And so it's meant for speed, a bit of stealth, and cheap. That's what it's for. That's the only thing okay, so that one's perfect. We now have an answer of what this ship is for. It's for raiding skyhooks. Okay. So that's good. And so you would fit this with missiles that would hopefully get a frigate off of you if you got tackled by a frigate. And you're going to have a cloak. So, and you're probably not going to have a nullifier, because what you're going to do is you're going to filament out into null. And then you are going to, you're going to steal the stuff, and then you're just going to cloak up out there somewhere until you can filament back. There you go. So, all right, well, we have a purpose for it. And so now I know I'm going to be able to need to shoot them when we're defending our soft space. Is there any high-sec use for it? I can't think of any. Other than filamenting out into null. But it's going to be a little while. You need the skyhooks to get built and put up before you can start stealing from them. So it's going to take a little while. It can carry PI, yes. There are other ships that can carry a lot of PI as well. Store registration is borked. You don't think it allows for a short first name? How short? So, I think that there are other ships that are better suited. This is a pirate ship. It's an Upwell ship, but it's a pirate ship. It's for pirating reagents. It's for pirating from skyhooks. That is exactly what it's for. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, gotta wait for the next episode.